Listen carefully. The biggest lie we were ever taught, the most dangerous belief we inherited from childhood, is that the path to success is simple. Go to school, get a job, work hard, save money, stay out of debt, and invest for the long term. And I'm here to tell you, this is the most obsolete financial idea in human history. A broken formula, a dead system, yet millions of people still cling to it, and they wonder why nothing in their lives ever changes. Think about it. Why would you save money? In a world where governments print trillions out of thin air, how can you run a race when the ground beneath your feet is moving faster than you can walk? The wealth gap between the 1% and the 99% isn't just growing, it's turning into a canyon, a war, a silent battlefield, and most people are losing without even knowing the game they're in. Here's the truth. The problem isn't money. The problem is mindset, perspective, awareness. So the real question is not, how do I make more money? But rather, how do I think like the people who already control it? Inside every one of us, there are three versions: a poor version of us, a middle-class version, and a rich version. All three live inside you, but only one leads to freedom. And no one teaches you how to wake him up. Schools teach you to get a job and take a paycheck, but they never teach how to build wealth, how to use money instead of being used by it, how to play by the rules that the rich created. Because school trains you to become an employee, not an entrepreneur, not an investor, not a creator. If you've ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a paycheck isn't a reward, it's a trap, a golden cage. The moment you depend on a paycheck, you hand over control of your life. You surrender freedom for comfort. I'm not saying paychecks are evil. I'm saying they condition you. They teach you to fear risk and to obey security. And if security is the only thing you seek, then freedom is the first thing you lose. I still remember the last paycheck I ever received. It was both the worst day of my life and the best. I was working at Xerox. My boss handed me a check, around $30,000. And in that moment, I was excited but terrified, because I realized something. If I stayed, I'd never be free. A colleague walked up to me and said, "You'll be back because you'll fail." I looked at him and said, "You failed and you came back. I might fail too, but I will never come back." That's the difference. That's the mindset. If you say, "If I fail, I'll run back to safety," then you've already lost. Burn the ships. Close the exit. Commit. I spent years with no money. No paycheck. No safety net. But I was hungry. Hungry to learn. Hungry to grow. Hungry to win. And that's the real test. When you lose everything, who do you become? Do you become a thief? A liar? A coward? Or do you become stronger? Smarter? Better? That's the true gift entrepreneurship gives you. It reveals your identity. People fear failure, but failure isn't death. Failure is the doorway to the highest version of yourself. If you only look at what could go wrong, you'll miss everything that could go right. When things fall apart, something better is trying to be built, but only for those ready to see it. Here is the moment the world changed forever. 1971, when President Richard Nixon removed the dollar from the gold standard and money stopped being value and became debt. From that moment on, savers became losers, workers became slaves, investors became kings, and the rich started using two weapons: debt and taxes. Debt makes the rich richer. Taxes destroy the middle class and the poor. People say, "Get out of debt." The rich say, "Learn how to use debt." I just refinanced over $300 million of debt, and I made a fortune doing it because interest dropped from 5% to 2.5%. That decision makes me money every month. While others are terrified of debt, I build empires with it. Doctors, lawyers, high-income professionals, they think they're winning. A doctor once told me proudly, "I finally made $1 million this year." I asked, "How much did you pay in taxes?" He said, $750,000. So he kept $250,000. Not bad, but when I make $1 million, keep all of it, 100%. Why? Because I don't work for money. I make money work for me. Rich people don't pay taxes because they use the laws that exist for entrepreneurs and investors. Every time I earn money, I put it into real estate. $1 million becomes $4 million with bank leverage. That's why I love banks. While they crush ordinary workers, they grow my wealth. When governments print money, savers get crushed, employees get crushed, debtors get rich. Debt plus taxes equals rich get richer. Debt plus taxes equals poor get poorer. but people still repeat outdated beliefs. Go to school, get a safe job, save money, buy a house. It's an asset. Invest long-term. That thinking is ancient, broken, dangerous. The world evolves every 18 months. Knowledge doubles, but people leave school already obsolete. School is not education. Education is more important than ever, just not the old kind. We need education about money, assets, business, tax, law, debt systems, creating value, not memorizing history and formulas. Here's the part no one teaches. There is no such thing as a bad economy. There is an external economy and an internal economy. Poor people collapse when something goes wrong. Middle-class people panic. Entrepreneurs rise. Because real entrepreneurs know every crisis is a doorway. Every fall is a ladder. Every failure is data. The strongest economy in the world is the one inside your mind. If you fix the internal, the external becomes irrelevant. Your first job isn't to make money. Your first job is to take control of yourself, your discipline, your fear, your vision. If you can do that, money follows. Always. Microphone, and if you're still watching right now, then you're not average. You're not ordinary. You're someone who knows deep inside that life has more for you than a paycheck every 30 days. So listen, you're here for a reason. There's a fire in you. Don't let it die. If you felt something shift inside you today, if this message woke up the entrepreneur within you, join us. Hit subscribe, not for me, but for yourself. For the version of you that refuses to settle. For the future you're about to build. This is not a channel for spectators. This is a community for people who rise. So subscribe now and be part of something bigger. The world isn't waiting. The future belongs to those who create it, not those who watch from the sidelines. So make your choice. Never depend on a job. Build yourself. Change your mindset. Create wealth. Because the strongest asset in the world is not real estate, not business, not money. It's your mind. And the richest version of you is waiting to be unleashed. Music, let's rise. The revolution starts now.